Napoleon's campaign in Russia, known as the French invasion of Russia or the Patriotic War of 1812, was a monumental military endeavor that significantly impacted European history. This campaign, initiated by Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French, aimed to compel Tsar Alexander I of Russia to comply with the Continental System, a blockade designed to isolate and economically weaken Britain. In June 1812, Napoleon amassed a massive army, the Grande Armée, consisting of around 600,000 soldiers, including troops from France and various allied nations. He commenced his invasion by crossing the Niemen River, marking the beginning of a fateful march into Russian territory. Initially, the campaign appeared promising for the French forces. They won engagements at Smolensk and advanced further into Russia. However, the Russian strategy of employing scorched-earth tactics played a pivotal role. The Russian army, under the command of Marshal Kutuzov, retreated, systematically destroying resources and infrastructure along their path to deny the advancing French army vital supplies. As the Grande Armée marched deeper into Russian territory, they encountered significant challenges. The brutal Russian winter, lack of provisions, and the vast expanse of the country stretched Napoleon's logistical capabilities to their limits. The soldiers, unprepared for the harsh climate, suffered immensely. Additionally, the Russian army, employing hit-and-run tactics and avoiding direct engagement, made it challenging for Napoleon to decisively defeat them. The turning point came with the Battle of Borodino in September 1812. It was a fierce and bloody battle, resulting in heavy casualties on both sides. Though the French emerged as nominal victors, the Russian army managed to retreat intact. Despite capturing Moscow shortly after, Napoleon found the city abandoned and set ablaze by the retreating Russians, denying him the anticipated surrender or negotiations. The occupation of Moscow didn't yield the desired results. As winter approached, and with no prospect of adequate provisions or shelter in the devastated city, Napoleon faced a critical decision: to stay or retreat. With diminishing supplies and a deteriorating situation, he chose to begin the retreat in October 1812. The retreat from Moscow turned into a grueling ordeal for the French forces. The unforgiving Russian winter, lack of food, incessant Russian harassment, and diseases took a tremendous toll on the soldiers. The once mighty Grande Armée was decimated during the retreat, with many succumbing to the harsh conditions or falling to Russian attacks. By the time the remnants of the French army crossed back into Polish territory, only a fraction of the initial force remained. Estimates suggest that only a small percentage of the initial 600,000 soldiers survived the Russian campaign. The disastrous outcome of the campaign severely weakened Napoleon's military power and marked a turning point in his rule. The French invasion of Russia significantly contributed to Napoleon's eventual downfall. The loss of experienced soldiers, resources, and international credibility dealt a severe blow to his ambitions. This defeat emboldened his adversaries and paved the way for a coalition of European powers to rise against him, ultimately leading to Napoleon's defeat and exile.